Done. Alright, so welcome back to my channel, you guys. I hope you're excited for today's video because I am trying the TikTok makeup hacks that I've been seeing all over, and I'm not gonna lie, looking at them, they're low-key crazy and out there, but part of me wants to see if they do work. So with that being said, make sure you like, subscribe before we do start, and let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay, so I do have the first video pulled up and it has 4.2 million views, so something must be working. But with this, it starts off with your base, of course, so your primer, your moisturizer, and all that good stuff. So I just want to see what she says first before we jump right into the foundation. So I'm gonna play this and see what she says.
If you wear makeup, watch. Change your whole routine and try this instead. Moisturize first. Then after moisturizing, take some translucent powder. I usually use the Fit Me one, and I just lightly dab it all over my face. Not too much.
So I'm just gonna pause that right there and just start off with what she said first. So I do have my Touch and So Pretty Filter Waterful Glow Moisturizer that I've been loving lately. I'm gonna take a little bit of this onto my face because I haven't moisturized yet. So I'm just gonna do exactly like she says. And then after that, I do believe she said to use a translucent setting powder. So I do have my Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder, of course. I'm going to take a little bit of this because she said not to use too much and just set my face. And I'm not going to lie, this is a little bit weird for me because I haven't applied primer or anything like that. So I'm just going to see what happens. So I applied a little bit of powder like she stated. So let's see what she says next.
Then take some setting spray. It could be any setting spray. I usually use the NYX one.
Okay, so for setting spray, I do have the Bakerie Sweet Grace Bacon Spray. I'm just going to take a little bit of this and just spray all over my face. I always say little bits, but then I always go like a little bit overboard. So one thing I do want to say is my skin, without putting any foundation on, already looks really good. Just by following her steps. Like, I have no primer on my skin, remember that. This is just moisturizer and setting spray and powder. So my skin's already looking really good. But let's see the last part she has to say.
After the setting spray, take a primer and just put your primer. Also, wait for the setting spray to dry first. Then just put on your foundation and just see what happens and how amazing your fucking makeup is gonna look.
Okay, so she said to apply your primer. I have the Touch and So Icy Sherbet primer that I have been loving lately as well. I'm gonna take a little bit of this onto the perimeter of my face. I'm not gonna lie, applying primer on top of powder kind of, you know, not scares me, but I'm kind of like concerned just because I feel like it'll ball up on the skin. But I'm just gonna apply a little bit around my face. And then in the center, I'm going to use my Canon Awesome Prime and Protect Mattifying Primer. So I went ahead and applied color corrector on my face because I do have dark marks. So I do want to cover that up. But moving on to the actual foundation concealer routine. This next video is a little bit crazy, but I've done this before and I know what happens, but I'll wait for you guys to see the end result of it. So moving on to the base, let's see what we have to do.
Sis, I'm about to change your whole life. So instead of putting concealer and bronzer on after your foundation, we're gonna do it before. The key is to use a concealer that is much lighter than you would typically use. Now you're gonna take your beauty blender, and I like to use something to wet it. I don't use water. I like to use the Dewy Set Spray by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and we're gonna... I'm dramatic, I know. You're going to look like...
Okay, so she is using a concealer that is a lot lighter than her skin tone. So I do have the, let's see, Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Erase Dark Circle Concealer. I have it in the shade Caramel, and this is a little bit too light for me. So I'm going to do exactly what she did. So basically what she did next was blend the concealer out. So I'm just going to do that with my Real Technique sponge and just blend everything into the skin. I'm low-key struggling right now because this concealer completely dried down like I have to put in so much effort just to blend it out. I look crazy. Okay, like, so I know I'm looking a little bit ashy, y'all. I know it looks crazy, but let's see what we have to do next.
Now you're going to take a liquid bronzer shade that is much darker than you would typically use. At this point, you're probably gonna scare yourself a little bit, but that's also okay.
Alright, so she said for you to use a liquid bronzer. I was gonna use the Fenty Beauty contour stick, but that's not liquid, so I'm actually gonna use, let's see, my Huda Beauty Tantour contour and bronzer cream in the shade medium. So I'm gonna use this instead, and it is dark, so this should work for me. So I'm gonna apply a lot on the face. And then I'm looking at the video, it looks like she blended the, cream out. So I'm just gonna do the same exact thing and blend it into my skin. I think I applied too much bronzer, y'all. I think I applied too much bronzer. And also, one thing I do want to mention to you guys is, when we first started off with our base with the primer, setting spray, and then setting powder and all of that, as I'm blending my foundation and concealer into my skin, I will say it's blending really nicely. Everything just looks so smooth and flawless. So I know the first part was a little bit crazy, but at the same time, I just think it's working on my skin. So I don't know, but let me blend the rest of the bronzer out.
At this point, you should definitely be questioning me. But wait. Put your foundation on like you would normally do. This is what it looks like after foundation is on.
Alright, so the last part, basically all she did was apply foundation on top of everything. So I'm actually going to use my Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation in the shade 530 Henna all over. And with the foundation, I feel like you don't need a lot this time just because you already have a lot going on your face. So I think a little bit is probably all you need. Now, you guys remember me telling you that I've done this before, and with the old trick, they didn't blend the concealer and the bronzer out. They actually just applied it on the skin and then applied the foundation on top and blended everything together. So with this, it is a little bit different. But I will say I do like this trick if you're in a rush, but at the same time, I love applying my foundation, then my concealer, then my powder, just in that order. But at the same time, it doesn't look bad once everything is blended out. So now that the foundation is applied onto the skin, I will come up a little bit closer to show you guys that it doesn't look cakey whatsoever. When I first heard about this trick, I thought my face would be like super cakey and just not look good, but y'all can see like everything is super flawless. So I really do like this trick. I didn't see any makeup hacks with like baking your face or anything like that, so I'm just gonna bake my face like I normally do with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder. Alright, so my skin is now completed, and the whole point of applying your bronzer and concealer underneath your foundation is you really don't need bronzer or anything like that once you're done. But with me, I still want a little bit more warmth to my face, so I'm going to apply some bronzer. And looking at the tricks on TikTok, honestly, applying it in a 3, everybody already knows that, so I don't feel, the need to play that video. So I'm just going to apply some bronzer, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so moving on to the next TikTok makeup hack. I've seen this go around a lot, and it's basically where you take a bobby pin between your nose, and it kind of helps to like elongate the inner corners of your eyes. That way you can apply your eyeliner in there, and it'll give you like that fox eye look. So let's play the video and see what we need to do. So it looks pretty easy. There's nothing to it, honestly. Just apply the bobby pin in between your nose, and I hope this doesn't mess my makeup up, but let's see. Oh, okay. All right, let's try this again and see. Oh, okay. So let me try to pinch my nose and see if that helps. Oh my goodness, you guys. All right, I'll be back. Let me try to get a different bobby pin and see if that's the issue. So I grabbed another bobby pin and hopefully this works. But then again, I think you know what it is. I think my nose is just too big. All right, like this is not working for me. Like one more time. Done. So obviously this hack is not gonna work for me because it keeps falling off my nose. I think it's because my nose is not as narrow as theirs, so mine just keeps popping off. I may just try squeezing my my nose like this and try that out and see if it works. I don't know. Let's just see. Y'all, this is what it looks like. Honestly, I've never been good at the inner corner, but I mean, I feel like my trick of just pinching your nose kind of does the same exact thing because that bobby pin just kept flying off my face. Okay, so this will have to do, and I mean, it looks decent, I guess. I don't know. All right, so I have been struggling for like the past 10 minutes trying to do the inner corner, and honestly, I just don't think it's for me. Okay, and my eyes, it just looks weird on me, and I don't think I did it right because it's all the way on my nose. You're supposed to keep it within your inner corner of your eyes, and I had it all the way out here. So we're just gonna roll with this because at this point I give up. But moving on to the next makeup hack that I see. This is a mascara hack, and this one I'm really excited to see if it does work because you do have to apply the mascara and then use a blow dryer. So let's see how she does this. Honestly, y'all, like I'm low-key nervous because putting like a blow dry all in your eye, I don't know about all that. So I'm just gonna apply the mascara on and just try this trick out. For some reason, I'm nervous because that blow dry was all the way like in her eyes. So I'm just gonna apply some mascara first and then try it out and see if it does work. Okay, so I'm done applying my mascara, so I'm gonna grab my blow dryer here to try this trick out. And I do have it on cool, you guys. Make sure you use cool and not hot. I hope you know that. And then also I'm gonna use it on low. So let's try this out. I don't know, I feel like my eyes are gonna water. Oh. Y'all, okay, no. The amount of air that's going in your eyes, like, oh Lord, my eyes are gonna water. All right, let's try this again. I can't take this serious, you guys. Y'all, this is low-key scary. I don't know why, but I cannot. All right, let me try this one more time, okay? Like, I keep stopping, but let me really try this time. So I'm gonna put it on cool, put it on low, and let's see. I don't think it did anything. I don't think it did anything, you guys. I'm just gonna try the other eye and see if it makes more of a difference because these lashes are typically longer and this one is shorter. So let me try and see if I notice anything. I think it worked, or am I just seeing things? Like, I don't know. Honestly, you guys, just get you good mascara because this, I don't know. I think it's just too much. Like a whole blow dry, I don't think you need all that. So just get you good mascara, honey, and you're good. You're good. So clearly the eye portion of the video was not the best for me. I didn't really like the hacks because I was struggling, of course. But let's move on to the rest of the face. So I saw this blush trick from Nicole Concealio. You guys know her on YouTube. And this is like an old trick, but I still love it. And it's using like a lipstick and applying it on your cheeks for like a blush effect. So I'm going to do the same exact thing using my e.l.f. foundation blurring brush. And I do have my Mented Pretty in Pink lipstick, but let's watch the video and see what she does.
I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite blush hacks. Taking the ColourPop Just a Tint Lippy, applying it all over my cheeks. Fenty Beauty What It Do spray. Blend it out. And bam!
Okay, so she didn't use a brush. She actually used her sponge and setting spray and also the lipstick. So I'm going to do the same exact thing she did and grab my Mented Pretty in Pink lipstick and just apply it on the cheeks like so. And then after that, I'm gonna grab my Morphe Continuous Set and Mist and just spray the cheek area. And I'm almost out, so there's really not a lot left in there. Now I kind of sprayed it a little bit too much. Let me let it dry down some. That way it doesn't take off my foundation. So I'm just gonna give it a second to dry down. So now that it's dried down, I'm gonna go back and use my sponge and just blend the lipstick into my cheek. And it's actually looking really, really nice. Like it kind of reminds me of the Fenty Beauty cream blushes. You guys know I love those blushes, but it kind of has the same effect on the cheeks. Alright, so I have another hack from Nicole Concealio, and it's a highlighter hack. So let's see what the video has to say.
Hey bitch, I'm back at it with another little hack for you guys. This is the e.l.f. Moonlight Highlighter. What you're gonna wanna do is scrape the top off. Take your favorite highlighting brush and apply like so, and bam!
Okay, so the highlighter I do have is a Health Metallic Flare highlighter. They're 24K gold one. And funny enough, I bought this last week. And I don't know, let me get it out for you guys and show you what I mean. So in the packaging itself, I'm low-key struggling. All right, finally got it out. All right, so in the packaging itself, it looks very metallic, like it'll just be so blinding on the face. But then when I swatched it, I was like, it doesn't have the same intensity that I expected it to have. Like it's very, very subtle. So I'm gonna do the same exact trick that she just showed. And all you have to do is just scrape the top layer to really get in there. So I'm gonna do the same exact thing that she just did right in the center. All right, so I'm just gonna put this on my table, and then I will try to swatch it again and see if it makes a huge difference. And y'all can just see this in the back of my hand. Like, look at the first swatch right here, and then look at it after I scraped off the first layer. So I'm just gonna do that one more time and then grab my highlighter brush. So then taking my Morphe M510 brush, I'm gonna take a little bit of this and apply it on the cheek area. And y'all can tell now it's very pigmented, blinding. It just looks so intense compared to the first time I did swatch it. Alright, so this is a completed look. What do you guys think? Overall, I think everything turned out a lot better than I expected. Some of them were struggles, of course, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of these hacks are really cool and they actually help your makeup go a little bit faster than normal. So I'm glad I tried them out. So let me know your thoughts down below and if you're trying them out as well. But with that being said, I love you guys so much. Make sure you like, subscribe before you do leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one.